Welcome everybody, I am your host, Chef Indeed, also known as Chef Vladimir, and we are located in Bethesda, Maryland. We happen to be in front of the house of my good friend, the Ambassador of Haiti to the United States, Bochit Edmond. Today, he doesn't know we're going out because it's his birthday, but we got an accomplice inside who's waiting right on us. We're gonna go right up to the door, we're gonna knock, and we're gonna see what's up. So keep your eyes on this. And on today's special episode, we are crashing the kitchen of my good friend, His Excellency Ambassador Bochit Edmond. He happens to be a distinguished diplomat of 29 years and serves as the Ambassador of the Republic of Haiti in the United States. So excited to be here now. I'm going to knock on the door because my accomplice is ready to come out. Hi. How are you, love? How's everything?
Good.
I'm so happy to see you. So what's going on? Tell me what's up.
Oh, I'm so happy that you are here. Listen, we're going there in the kitchen. We are doing something very special for my husband's birthday.
Right, I heard it was
He doesn't
his
know.
birthday.
Yes, it's a surprise.
Okay, so I'm ready to go.
Come on in. Come on in. Follow me.
Oh my God, you have so
As you know, this is our palace. That's a national palace. Unfortunately, that was destroyed during the earthquake in 2010, and it was located in the heart of Port-au-Prince.
Wow, what a beautiful piece of work, man, amazing.
Yes,
Soon it'll be back.
Beautiful palace.
It'll be back.
It will be back. They are working on it.
Stronger than ever, right?
Hopefully.
There you go. Let's get to the kitchen though, right?
Yes, let's go to the kitchen.
Game nights, you guys have game nights?
Not really. We have people coming over mostly for meeting.
Oh, okay, well then now that I'm here, guys, game nights are definitely coming in. So listen here, I gotta get to the kitchen. We're gonna surprise the ambassador soon, and I gotta talk some more with the wife. We're gonna talk about some secrets. We're gonna find out some things. Chef Indeed, crash the kitchen. We'll see you soon. We are hanging out with my good friend Bochit Edmond. All right, and we're gonna introduce us. So no further ado, let me introduce the man of the hour, Mr. Bochit Edmond.
Thank you. Thank you.
Man, how are you?
Thank you so very much. Thank you. Thank you for being here.
I appreciate
Really
that.
happy to have you here at the official residence of the Haitian Ambassador to the United States. So, welcome.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much for taking the time out. I know today is a special day. You mind telling everybody what today is?
Today I'm told that it's my birthday. I don't know.
21 years old, right? We're going to take a shot, right?
Man, I prefer not to say.
Well, listen, I have something for you. We got to at least start the show off from the right note, right?
Absolutely. Oh,
so here's
wonderful.
something for you. We got a little nice white wine. We got to celebrate.
Yeah. So you know, in Haitian traditions, whenever you're doing something, you get a drink. They always say that, you just want to bless the spirit.
That's it. Everybody needs a little love, right?
Yeah.
Here's to you and your birthday.
Cheers to you.
so much.
Thank you so much, and cheers to you, all of you
Yes,
watching.
to you guys. So today we have some white wine, and of course we have a chef in the house. Now let me ask you a question: do you consider yourself a foodie?
I can say yes, but even though I don't know how to cook.
Okay, really. So of course you're from Haiti. What part of Haiti are you from?
I'm come from exactly from the southwest, where that's why I'm happy to see a fish here.
Okay.
Because I'm from a coastline of the part of the country.
So that was
I grew up by the sea.
Okay.
So fish was always part of our menu.
Okay.
So therefore, whenever I see the fish, I say, okay, that's a good food.
So for somebody who's coastal, you're a waterman, right? It's amazing that you see you never really tried to touch your hand and cut some fish.
Yeah.
So who in your family was a cook?
I don't know. I mean, in our family traditions, most of the time, not even Haitian tradition, most of the times, our boys, they don't show them how to cook.
Okay.
Yeah, mainly you'll see the girls learn how to cook.
Gotcha.
But now the new generations, there have been a change. But when I was growing up, it was always very difficult for me to go to the kitchen.
Was it?
Because it was not allowed to the boys to go to the kitchen because they always thought that kitchen belongs to girls. So that's one of the reasons we don't know how to do anything.
Wow.
But now my son or my 12-year-old son can do something because he's free to go to the kitchen to do something.
He's good to go with it.
Absolutely.
When I was like 5 years old, so mama, she migrated here from Haiti, of course. I want to say in like late 80s, right? And then so I was young. I was the only one with her. I have 3 sisters and a younger brother. So I was the only one with her. So it was the opposite for me. She's like, you're gonna learn how to cook.
Yeah.
She will put me by the oven and say, listen, you're gonna learn.
I'm telling you, man, that's now the new generations. I believe they manage to do something.
Right.
Because in our generation when we were growing up, it's like something, kitchen is for girls. But and now we are discovering that was a big mistake.
It's such a big vast world.
Particularly when you leave your country, you go to live somewhere else, and you don't have the luxury to pay a maid or to go to a restaurant every day.
You gotta find a way.
You have to find a way out to eat.
So you know what? With that being said, we're gonna find our way.
Absolutely.
So you are about to get your hands dirty. You
Really?
might want to take another shot of that.
My goodness.
I'm gonna take it for you right now. There we go.
My goodness.
All right, so let's get you, before we start, we have this custom-made apron here delivered just for you. Let's try that.
Wonderful.
Isn't that beautiful, guys? Shout out to Chef Stefan who provided this for us, man. Awesome.
Oh, that's something I don't know what
You
was the
look
last
good.
time.
You look like you're made for the kitchen.
I don't know what was the last time I wore something like that.
Really?
No,
This is it. Listen, guys.
never in my life.
Take the picture right now. Put it in your memory. This is the moment.
Yeah.
So we got a nice
this is the
piece of
moment.
snapper here, right? So of course you recognize this protein, right? One of the dishes. So in your, like you as a hot people cooked it, right? Do you see different variations of preparing fish?
Yeah, because when I was growing up, as I told you before, coming from a coastal areas, I saw many ways to prepare fish.
Right.
But in my house, I always said the fish are kind of gravy. But the most popular one, I remember when I was growing up as a kid, is the fried fish.
Oh man.
I fry fish. That's my favorite one.
So in a sense, you like a poisson fritai? Is that sense?
No, poisson frit.
Poisson frit.
Poisson frit.
What's saxon poisson fritai?
A fritai is a kind of mixture of different things.
Okay.
We have the fried plantain. We have griot. We have pickles. And we can have tasso. That's what we call fritai.
So
tasso is the beef.
Right.
Fried beef.
Right.
And griot is the pork.
Pork. But they didn't even put usually other things in there also too, because I know in some instances they have a dish called marinade. What is that?
Marinade is kind of
sorry.
It's the kind of thing they do with for flour.
Okay.
And
listen to this guy who doesn't know how to cook.
And then they do it with flour, and sometimes they put some chicken in it, or they may put some herring in it.
Right.
But it's very popular, particularly for the first communion.
Okay.
Yeah. If you are having a first communion in your house, you don't have marinade. You don't have a first communion yet.
I really like that.
This is very important.
Yes. Okay. So now we have the fish, right?
Yes.
We're gonna do a basic pastor gosel in a sense.
Pastor gosel,
steamed, right? We're gonna have the herbs, and usually with our pastor gosel, there's a seasoning that people call epis, right? And for those of you who don't know what epis is, it's a Haitian mixture of just herbs and seasonings, onions and peppers, and we kind of blend it together to make this fabulous, flavorful blend of dressing, right, for our fish.
Absolutely.
So before we do that, we want to make sure we score our fish, which means putting lines across our snapper just so we can make sure that all of our seasonings permeate through the fish.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do one side, and I'm going to see how you do it next side.
But the very important thing when you are cooking fish, I've never learned how to do it, but it's very important because if you don't do it well, your fish is not gonna be out.
Not at all.
It's particularly the way you when you smell it, that was called gratter poisson.
Feel free to go with what you got.
I really don't know if I can do that, but I always say that they do that.
Yeah, they scaled it. So
they scale it and they go in the directions against the.
My man.
So
But
it's very important to do that because you have to do that very well. If you don't do that well, the fish you are not going to be able to eat. Therefore, you have to do it very.
Hey, can we get this guy an application, please?
So I don't know if you're
doing really good there. I mean,
if you agree with me the way I'm doing it.
You're doing really good.
But I know it's because for the Haitians, if you don't do that, there is something they call cal poisson. I mean that's those little.
The scale parts are still on there, right?
On the skin.
Yeah, you still got it.
You see?
Yeah.
You see those things? In Creole, we say cal poisson.
Cal poisson.
Cal poisson. If you don't clean it very well, you cannot eat it. Yeah, it's not gonna be tasty. So
don't come to him with no cal poisson, okay?
So I know
you're doing pretty good.
Even though I've never done that before, but today I'm learning.
If this is what you call learning, guys, I'm telling you, he's ready for the test, man. Okay, you're looking good right there. So how about we start adding a little score into the fish? Let me rinse that out for you.
All right.
Man, my head, sir. You doing pretty good. I think tonight, or the next couple of days, you know, the wife is gonna have a fish coming soon, right?
Yeah, but
I scored that.
I didn't know.
So usually when it comes to a score, you want to start from under the fish, right?
Okay.
And since you go, I usually go in the direction of the fish. So I go one, and I get a nice 3 cuts. And I follow here.
Yeah.
Then we go to the other side. And we do the same thing on the other. You want to try that out? So you lift up your fin.
Yeah. Take a
Feet up, and then you go in the direction of the fish.
The direction of the fish.
With the head, and give it a nice slant. There you go. Not too deep.
Because when you do that, that will allow you for the spice to go in.
Man, there you go. I don't know where this guy came from, but man, I like you, man. We're ready to go. This man is doing his thing. There we go. Nice.
There you go.
That looks really good. So, chef, the next thing we're going to do, and yes, I said chef. This man is doing his thing.
Yeah, I'm a chef.
I think pretty much. I'm just going to sit here and watch him do his thing. So, what we're going to do next is we're going to clean it. So, you know, in the Haitian culture, they like to do certain things with cleaning.
Yeah.
What are you used to seeing when it comes to cleaning?
You know, whenever they're cleaning fish, when I used to watch when they're cleaning fish. They used to watch like a sour orange.
Sour orange, yeah.
But I think you don't have it.
I don't have that.
You're gonna use lemon or lime.
Lemon and lime usually go to.
Oh, you clean it.
Right?
That's basically
That's
it.
about it, right?
Yeah.
So let me grab the thing here that we're gonna throw our fish into. Let's get a close-up shot of these really second. We're gonna throw the fish here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw this bad boy here.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna put this on the side. And it's better because cleanliness is close to godliness. Don't forget that, people. Put this over here. So we're gonna cut the limes up. I'm gonna cut them in half for you. I like to press on it because the more you press on it, the more juice you get.
The juice come out.
So we'll get that one. I'll give it some. I'll take that myself. Do you guys make a piece here?
Yeah, of course, because most of the Haitian families they prepare a piece, and they prepare it and they blend it, in the blender. They put everything in it, every kind of parts, and they put them together in the blender. And then they always have it in their fridge, and whenever they are cooking, they use it.
That's what I go to. Like I said, I grew up with these type of, I'm gonna say, traditions and values too. I mean, since it's separate as a community and culture, that we really emphasize how food works.
We turn it over.
Yep, turn it over. I'm gonna grab a spoon from my piece. Man, look at that. Like Vincent Van Gogh. Look at this guy go.
Because with the lemon, you just, that's part of the seasoning as well.
Right, exactly.
Because the very nice juice of lemon inside the fish. That's what it.
Sometimes I kind of stuff it in there. We also have some vinegar, so we're gonna put some vinegar,
yes.
Just to make sure. Throw that around. And what's also good about this lime and the vinegar is that it also acts as an ingredient, as part of your dish.
Yes.
So it's always important to kind of make sure you get a good amount going through, right? So this is my earpiece. I want you to try it out.
But most of the time, sometimes they cut this the fin out. You're not going to cut it out?
Well, I like the playfulness of it sometimes because for artistry purposes, it looks good on the plate. You know what I'm saying? But this is your birthday.
Yeah. So
which is my command, brother.
No. The way you say it looks
I'll
good.
have a little crip walk for you right now.
No. I prefer it to look very better. The better way it should be.
Right. All right. So try this out for me. This is just a blend of course, parsley, scallions, garlic, peppers, onions, and a little bit of sazon. I'll put a touch in there. And this, I just blended with a little bit of extra virgin olive oil and vinegar.
Yeah, but it is not hot?
No spice.
Yeah.
It's got a little hint, but it's not enough to be overpowering.
Yeah. But what you want me to do now is to put it.
I want you to try it out first. I want you to taste it first.
Oh, taste it.
Tell me
Oh,
what you
okay.
think.
Okay.
And then after that, if you like it, we're gonna kind of just rub the fish with it.
Oh, that's good. But sometimes I like something that's spicy, man.
You like a little spicy, right?
Yeah, it's not spicy. Because seems to me it's not spicy at all.
Don't pick these pool,
Yeah. So, the pickles, I use the pickles much of the time whenever I'm having a free time.
Okay.
A banan peze, the fried plantain, Rio is the fried pork, or tasso, which is fried beef, and that's when I like the pickles the most.
There you go. Oh, I can't wait for
But whenever I'm having a fish, it's better to have some very hot sauce in it because,
you like
most
to
of
eat.
the time in Caribbean we eat a very hot
He's
sauce.
a hot boy.
Yeah,
Watch
but
out.
it's really, it tastes good. It tastes good.
All right, so we're gonna rub it. We're gonna smear that on. You take the spoon and smear that on there. Nice and even. I'm gonna spoon myself. And then what I have with the parsley, I like to throw the parsley inside to stuff the fish.
Put it on it.
Yeah,
and then
we'll just rub right on there. Yeah, I just
like this.
there you go. The way just man. So next week I got a gig in California.
Uh-huh.
If you're free,
Of course.
let's go do it.
Why not? Why not? You never know, because that can be a second job.
I'm ready to go. Man, he's awesome. So once we finish seasoning this, usually you want to kind of let it sit in the fridge for about, preferably 24 hours, but if not, anywhere between 2 to 4 hours is perfect. So, and then we'll throw it in the oven. You preheat your oven to about 375 degrees, and you let it steam for about 35, 45 minutes, okay?
Turn it over.
Yep, you want to the other side there?
And then do the other side.
Yes, sir. You're doing really well. I'm going to put this on. So tell me, Ambassador, what exactly is the role of an ambassador?
You know, the ambassador, his main role is to represent his country and the country where he's from, where he's living. For instance, I'm from Haiti. I represent the interests of Haiti and the citizens of Haiti living here in the United States. So, whenever it comes to defend the interests of Haiti, it's going to be my first responsibility to do it as the Haiti's representative here. And the ambassador as well is represent the president of his country to the president of the country he's living. For instance, I represent the head of state of my country to Joe Biden, who is the president of the United States.
Okay. Question too, because I know food was your first love.
Yes.
I know this is all you dreamed about, being a chef in the kitchen. But now that you're stuck being an ambassador, right? What really inspired you into becoming a diplomat?
You know, since I was a little kid, I wanted to be two things in my life. I opted first to be a military officer, but I tried. That didn't work out well for me, and then I left it and I joined the Foreign Service. You know, I started very young, and I just turned 30 years of service.
Wow.
So, and I'm a lawyer by training, but I've never professed as a lawyer. But I've been a diplomat for the last 30 years of my life.
Thank you so much for all your services too.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Guys, he did such a phenomenal work. What we're gonna do right now is we're gonna get our hands clean. We're gonna throw this fish in the oven. In a few minutes, you'll see the magic that this man put together. We also got a special guest too.
Yeah.
We'll see you soon. Crash Your Kitchen, Chef and D. Peace. Welcome back to Chef Indeed Crash Your Kitchen. We are here with the ambassador, of course. And I know you guys have been following us. This man has been turning it up in the kitchen. I literally didn't have to do much. I just came as your sous chef today, right?
Yeah, man. But look at that. The fish is really
Wasn't it amazing?
Oh my goodness.
I'm telling you, like, it came out so good. I gotta fix my mic real quick because it just popped off. But you did a great job, chef.
Yeah, thank you, chef. I mean, I've been following your steps. So.
I mean, listen, there's not much I need to do for a coaster board. This is a surfer
it's
food
really,
right here, right?
It really looks great.
Look at
very
the
crispy.
redness. Look at the cuts that you put in there.
And I think it is it's well seasoned.
Yes.
And
with the epis. Shout out to the epis.
Yes. The nice Haitian epis.
Thank you. So there's only one more thing we need to do. We do have a special guest today because there's no way we can enjoy this by ourselves.
Yeah.
Because everybody behind the camera is giving us the angry face.
And I think she's the real chef.
Right.
I
So
don't know.
no further ado. I'll let you introduce the young lady. Who do we have coming here?
Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to the real chef of the house, Alma Edmond, my wife.
Come on in. How are you?
I'm good.
Thank you so much for coming to the show. You look phenomenal.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
We prepared something
Wow.
nice. Thank you for inviting me again once again to our house to surprise my man for the birthday. And so we decided to make something special for today. And he decided to take the wheels.
Really?
I was in, I didn't know, but he just went right in for it. So I want you to give us a little taste. We're going to sit at the table soon to sit down because there's more we need to talk about. But let's find out more about you. Can you introduce yourself to everybody one time?
Yeah, sure. My name is Alma Edmond and I'm the ambassador's wife. And I came from Port-de-Paix, Northwest, part of Haiti. And we've been married
It's also a coastline.
And it's
Yes.
also
And a fish.
Yes, of fish.
So you're a seafood person yourself.
I am.
So as opposed to Chef? I know you said that food was his first love. He was cooking from day one, right? How was food for you? Was food a very major part of your life?
Not really. I really like to cook because of him.
Okay.
He likes to eat, so since he likes to cook to eat, I have to cook. So that's
You
make
gotta throw
me
down.
like the kitchen as well. Cook his favorite meals.
Okay, so you grew a love for cooking as time went by, you say?
Yes, yes.
So a little cool question. What are his favorite things to eat?
Oh my
What's his
God.
favorite midnight snack?
No, let me first start with what he likes to eat.
Okay.
He likes blé.
Okay, can you explain that?
Yes, our Haitian blé.
No, I know.
Blé is like the
It's like a wheat. It's like a wheat,
yeah.
and it's very healthy.
Okay.
So which is good for him. He likes that a
Wow,
lot.
okay, that's
And
interesting.
you know what? The reason I like Blaze so much, because when I was at the primary school, at the religious school in my hometown in Haiti, that's where we used to have as food, as the meal, the lunch,
Really?
That's a
the
lunch,
lunch
yes.
meal for the kids,
Okay.
and that's what we have for the entire year.
Really?
Therefore, it's
Wow.
part of my life. That's why I like Blaze so much.
And okay, so since you like that's one of your favorites, right? Does he have any meals that he just does not ever want to see in the fridge?
Not really. Not
I love.
really.
I like everything.
You like a lot of stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As
One
long as
of the
well,
questions I had is like I noticed that through your journey, you've traveled a lot, right?
A lot of
You've been
countries,
to
yes.
Jamaica and all these other countries.
Panama, to Central American countries, Colombia, and South America, and Europe, and London, so many countries.
Have you ever like tried out all of the culinary treats?
Absolutely. Every country I go, I always make sure that I taste the cuisine and the dishes, because most of the time, this is part of the habit of the diplomats. It's trying to discover not only new culture, but new culinary styles and new dishes, new seasoning, new foods. It's amazing.
I can imagine the type of stuff you
Yes.
walked into. So with that being said, guys, we do want to sit down and eat. The food is getting cold, but of course, we are going to toast
Yes.
to the queen and king of the house. We pour it for you. And then we're going to sit down and eat. We're just going to make everybody on TV get jealous. See me now. So once again, to the birthday boy,
Thank
Yeah.
you.
so much success. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much
so
for allowing me
much.
here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
A pleasure to
So,
have you
look,
here.
We're going to sit down for dinner soon. Chef
We're gonna
D.
eat now. We're gonna enjoy the food. You're gonna enjoy the fish.
That's your
And
kid's food.
I'm telling you, that's the best fish. I'm really sorry that you cannot be here, but that's the best fish you will have ever had in your life.
We are going to turn up. Chef and
Really
D,
looks good.
Ambassador, we are going to come back. We'll see you soon. Peace. Welcome to Crash the Kitchen. We are at the dinner table in Bethesda with the beautiful family, and we just finished some awesome food. We had snapper. We also made some sauce fry. Can you explain the sauce fry aspect?
Yes.
How do we make sauce fry?
So sauce fry, first of all, you have to boil the beans.
Okay.
Make it very soft, and you put some good Haitian spice on it.
Mhm.
And after that, you blend it.
What kind of beans do you prefer to use? Because I noticed some people use different beans. They use the romaine,
The red
the
one,
pinto,
the
the
black
red
one.
ones. Yes.
But I prefer the black ones.
I like black beans
I
still.
prefer
to
the
be
black
honest with
beans.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, the red kidney beans, it's fine with me.
Well, I remember growing up, my grandmother, because in my family I had a lot of females. So like you said, the females were the majority of cooking. Growing up, I would see my aunt, my mother, my aunts, they always throwing down. And one thing I remember vividly was when they were making the sauce pois rouge, they would get the actual beans and they would pick the beans out of the thing and make it straight from scratch, no matter how long it takes. But it made such a major difference in flavor.
Definitely.
This is such an integrity into cooking and all that, One thing I heard, you're coastal, right?
Yes.
And I know a city called Jeremy.
Now, Jeremy is where I'm from,
Okay.
on the southwest of Haiti,
Mhm.
and my wife from some Port-au-Prince in northwest.
Okay.
Very, very extended. From the southwest to the northwest, it's very far away from each other.
Oh, really?
But both cities are coastline cities. Fish is one of the primary foods.
Gotcha. So, did you guys meet under a dinner date with food, or
It was like a dinner. It was a dinner at a friend's house. That's where we met. Yeah.
nice? How was it? Was he like, wow, is he happy, right?
Yeah.
All right, so let's dive in. Usually I like to say a quick prayer before the meal. You guys okay with that?
Of course.
Let's bow our heads.
Every time on
Yeah.
Father God, thank you, Lord, for bringing us here. We are blessed to be able to celebrate a birthday for a wonderful man and what he's doing for our world. May you watch over all his loved ones and our loved ones also. Make sure that they're healthy and sound. We pray in your name. Amen.
Amen. Yeah, so I'm really happy to share my fish with you because
Let's go. I'm ready to taste it.
that's the fish I just working on it,
He
man.
tore it up.
Oh
like
my
he went
goodness.
in. He did Bruce Lee on that fish, huh?
It tastes good. Wow.
Wow. What do you think?
Really crispy.
Mm-hmm.
And the seasoning is great.
What do you think about the sauce bar?
The sauce bar is good too. But I need to talk more about my fish.
Let's talk more about the fish.
Because I prepare my fish, man. That's my
Alright.
fish.
So,
The sauce bar is good.
like that, right? So, growing up, did you do a lot of the do you have siblings?
Sure.
What kind of
I
siblings
have 2 sisters and 3 brothers.
Oh, wow. So, how was that growing up?
We did not do a lot of cooking.
Okay.
Back home we have people that cook for us.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I always have men.
Yeah.
And Haiti is it's a very common thing. You know?
Yeah.
Because you have maids cooking for you, cooking for the house. That's one of the reasons most of the young old generation, most of the time, they don't know how to cook.
Okay.
Because it's so cheap to have someone maid and come and cook for you.
I agree.
And at the end of the day, you end up not to know how to cook anything.
You lose the art
You have
of
the art of cooking.
the integrity of cooking. That's one thing I realized too. The kids nowadays, with the social media, they're kind of like not as social anymore, which is kind of alarming. So it's like with me, I got kids. So one thing I like to try to do is try to enforce these type of things that we were kind of grew up on, making sure that you could find something to eat or all these natural things. Because one thing, my daughter, she's bad when it comes to social media, man. She's like a zombie. She's hooked up. But I try to make sure I enforce the integrity of growing up culture, having all these things, because it's very important in growing up. It gives you a better sense of community in a sense, right?
Indeed.
You going to Oxford? I know you went to Oxford.
Yeah.
Shout out to Oxford. How long did you stay out there?
I stayed there for 18 months, 1 year and a half.
Okay.
That's why I did a master program there.
Okay.
And I enjoyed living there. But unfortunately, when I was living there in 1997, there was not so many restaurants.
Okay.
I remember one restaurant I discovered was a Jamaican restaurant.
Okay.
And I spent almost all my time getting my food there because the Jamaican food and the Haitian food, they're almost similar.
Right. Right.
And then I enjoyed a lot of jerk chicken there.
So let me ask you a question then. You saying that? So was there a lack of Haitian cuisine in that area?
Of course.
You think there's still a lack of cuisine in that
Oh
area?
yeah. The reason is because Jamaica is closer to the United Kingdom than Haiti. Here in the United States, you get more kitchens, more Haitian cuisines in the United States.
Gotcha.
And Florida, and New York,
Sure.
and Boston,
Right.
Atlanta. But when you go to UK, you will get more Jamaican restaurants, more Ghanaian
Right.
restaurants,
There's
more
more.
Kenyan restaurants,
Right. Sure.
because more common ones.
Okay.
But and I was even though I studied there, but in my North Korea, I was posted there as well in London as ambassador for 2 years.
Okay.
And I discovered a lot of Haitian cooking there, and that's whenever the embassy is organizing something, I always call on the Haitian chef,
There you go.
and then they always present some Haitian cuisine,
Wow.
and that's how I
That's
could introduce to Haitian cuisine.
That's
So,
amazing. I mean,
Those
that's
are
important,
rich.
I think, because not only do we have a rich amount of culture behind us, we are superb cooks, And I think me being in the world that I am right now, my mission is to kind of bring worlds together.
Yeah.
You know, and we have to find some sort of outlet that kind of works. And I
That's
believe
wonderful.
food is a common language that people understand. Everybody gotta eat, you know. So why not have the conversations at the dinner table? Just clear some stuff up, and then we just sit down and we enjoy life, right? That's basically what it is about. And for that, I'm honestly thankful for taking this time with you and your wife.
But it's very important. I mean, food has some very good qualities.
Yes.
Because food can bring people together.
I tell you all the time.
Even though we are having some can be a very hard discussion or
Yes.
debate between us. But
Taboo type of subjects. It makes
whenever
sense.
it's a time for food, the subject will change, and then it's gonna be we are coming closer to each other, and we share the food, we share the meal, and that's not for no reason. When even Jesus Christ, before he died, he had the Last Supper.
Yes, sir.
And the Last Supper was a kind of way for the disciples to remember their masters. And then I think to some extent the food has some secret in it that can pull us together closer. And that's one of the reasons it's very important. Whenever you have food, you have to share with others.
It's important.
Not only to eat by yourself, but you know, to have that quality to share with others and to give others
I usually
the opportunity
say,
to eat.
my thing is usually, one of my slogans is we rise by lifting each other, right? We have to get out of that mindset of, you know, I'm gonna do this, I don't care where you're at. No, I wanna change that narrative. What is it that I have that can help you out? You know? It's just that simple, you know, and I appreciate that. Before we go, I mean, we're still gonna eat. We got a lot of stuff. We got parties. We got family coming over to celebrate later. Is there anybody you guys like to shout out? Is there anything you'd like to say to the audience before we go?
But you know, what I would say to your audience, it's very important to, whenever you have the opportunity to go and discover new cultures, new dishes of other countries, because this is one of the way you can, you know, increase your general knowledge, is discovering other countries' kitchen, cuisine. And then today I was so happy with the chef to show you the Haitian part of the Haitian cuisine, because fish is very well known in Haiti in our cuisine and our menu. But one of the most popular one is also the fritai. Fritai is comprised of fried pork, griot, and fried plantain, and pickles. By the way, we didn't share the pickles.
We just get that. I need to have some of
That's
that.
the pickles.
Yeah.
Pickles is a blend of some.
It's a spicy
It's a
sauce.
spicy sauce, yeah, and it's very spicy. And then there is no fritai in Haiti without pickles. If you have a fritai without pickles, you don't have fritai yet.
It's over. That's what I don't know.
That's why it's good.
Okay, thank you.
You didn't even take, it was like one take on everything.
It's just the vibe when the energy is good. That's what it is.
One take.
Oh man, we're gonna do this thing. I can't wait to hire for the next gig, man.